end zone for Elon.
Let's go down to the field to our third member of our crew, Michaela Chester. Michaela, what type of challenges will this young quarterback face tonight?
Guys, he's got to stay upright. Duke had 8 sacks in the season opener versus Elon last season.
2nd down and 7 here for Landen Clark. Clark into the flat. TJ Thomas Jr. eludes one, cannot elude the second.
Rules changes, special teams. There's just so much that has to happen and that you go through in that first game of the season.
Landen Clark showing some of his mobility, nearing a first down. Call it 9 for Landen Clark. They've had mobility at the quarterback spot before at Elon, but maybe not like this, Forrest.
Well, what I like about Landen Clark, he runs fearlessly between the tackles, and he's got a convoy in front of him. And that's what you want to see from Elon. Get in front of your running quarterback. Give him a lane to run. Give him some positive yards. Give him something positive. And now you've put him in very manageable 2nd down, 2nd and 1.
Pulls it from the belly, and Clark is off and running across the 40. First down. Gain of 14 for the redshirt freshman.
And you see the speed of the Duke defense, the aggression. They're going with the ball fake. Landen Clark does a good job at the mesh point of pulling that ball out. He reads the defenders coming downhill. He sees the lane. He gets up in that alley.
TJ Thomas Jr. in the backfield. Walker to the flat.
And they are playing suffocating coverage on the back end, so we've got to create some separation. Landen's an athlete. He's going to be able to escape from some of those.
3rd and 5. Flips it out to Thomas. Thomas going to pick up the first down. Gain of 7.
And a good job by the offensive line, giving Landen Clark the time that he needed to find his receiver, Thomas, on the outside.
William Langford in motion. Clark over the middle. Caught by Langford. Williams again in the backfield. Clark to the 15 and a first down. Gain of 6. Clark really slithered his way through that.
And I'm impressed with what Clark did on that play. They brought 9 up on the line of scrimmage. Clark took his time. He looked and saw where the pressure was coming from. He saw where he would have a lane and understood hanging the ball off would have not been successful. He kept it on his own, found a crease, and got the first down.
Midway through this 2nd quarter, Clark, design run. He is going to have to make plays with his legs, and that's where he's done most of his damage. Clark up top, has his man caught. Zymir Winston inside the 15.
And what I love about that play is the trust. Before Winston broke, the ball is in the air. When he looks up, the ball is right there on him. A good job of adjusting. And you saw what Clark did. He threw the football before Winston broke, which did not allow the safety to get over the top. Great play by Clark and Zymir Winston.
Gain of 29 on the play. First down and 10. Clark, little option. Near the 10-yard line. Clark, 5 of 7. His first 5 collegiate pass completions, but 11 carries for 30 yards. Following the blueprint of success for the Phoenix. Another design run.
And you know what, Matt? That 11 carries for 30 yards is deceptive because he's got more yards, but because of the sacks, it doesn't look like a lot. So that's not as positive as it really has been with him rushing the football.
Those design runs have helped. 3rd and 4. Clark has some room to run. Clark inside the 5, 1st and goal.
And what I like about that play, Clark waited. He waited. He didn't see anything open. He wanted to go down the field with the football, but he did not try and force it anywhere. Once all of the pressure got up the field, he was able to know where the sticks were. You saw him looking to make sure he got past the sticks to get the first down.
Landen Clark had that slow start with those 3 sacks, but since then, the offensive line holding up, moving the pocket, moving the launch point, just like they had hoped. Forrest, is this 4-down territory?
No, I think you got to get points if you don't get the touchdown.
How about the touchdown? How about Landen Clark with his first collegiate touchdown? We're this one tied up here in Durham.
And what's the old saying? If it ain't broke, don't try and fix it. Landen Clark running the football, making good decisions. He's been gashing this defense right down the gut, basically untouched into the end zone. Because of their success running the football, all the defenders go with the ball fake. He does a good job at the mesh point of reading the defenders, pulling the ball out, and going right up the gut of that defense.
9 plays, 75 yards, 4 minutes, 18 seconds. And a delay of game on the point after try. Welcome to the wall. We deliver. He certainly has. Landen Clark. They said they couldn't wait to watch him play. I think they undersold him.
Yes. Well, he's what you call a gamer.
With Barnes the point after, and we are tied in Durham.
Landen Clark just came off the field, and let me tell you, this offense is fired up. They got the entire offense over here taking pictures, and they're saying, let's do this. If we can answer scores, we are in this thing. Let me tell you, offensive coordinator Doug Martin and their head coach was telling us they've got a lot of hungry kids on this lineup. Well, Landen Clark is starving.
He makes everyone around him better. Landen Clark, in the first half, really got it done on the ground, out rushing Duke by himself. Said he wanted to go to Harvard, get that Ivy League education. How about that catch and run? Dylan Magazoo with the catch, the tight end. Forrest, you've had issues with some of his blocking tonight, but how about this catch?
I love what Magazoo did on this catch. He's able to turn around, get the football, and you see the big fella rumbling down the field.
Winning their last 4 after starting 2-6. Clark stepping up, nice throw. Ooh, shoestring catch there by Magazoo. Back-to-back catches there for the tight end. That's a first down, gain of 15.
And watch how he gets down and gets his hand under this football. Ooh. That is a special catch. My apologies, Magazoo. I think it's a catch. He keeps his hands under the football. That is a great adjustment by Magazoo.
Full scholarship earning it here in those back-to-back catches. Less than 4 minutes to go in the third. Clark, look at that elusiveness. Slides down, minimal gain. Gain of 4 on 1st and 15.
And I like the decision by Clark. Don't take any unnecessary contact. Very elusive. He had immediate pressure, and he was able to get what he could.
3rd and 11. Clark over the middle of the field has his man. Guess who? Magazoo. First down. Gain of 19. 3rd catch on the drive for the tight end.
Now, I tell you what, Magazoo may not be great at blocking, but he is doing a darn good job catching the football and getting yards after the catch.
Landen Clark in the Phoenix. Clark, elusive, has time, has room, has the first down. Landen Clark found the opening and yet again picks it up, gain of 4. He's special tonight.
And a good job by Clark recognizing that there was man coverage on the outside.
Magazoo at the near side, the tight end. He's been the go-to guy so far tonight on this drive. Clark, that quarterback run game again, knocked down at the 3-yard line.
He's done everything as advertised.
Clark in trouble. Wow, look at him get by the defenders. Eventually taken down was Nick Morris Jr. Gain of 8 for Landen Clark, and now he's down.
Hopefully it's just cramps, not an injury. And that tends to happen. You know, this is the first game of the season. You know, Clark's been very active running the football, running for his life at times. But, you know, running the football very effectively as well.
See what happened here with Landen Clark.
See right there, his elusiveness. Yeah, it looked like he went down awkward, but right there it looks like it's just cramps.
like he was okay until he tried to get up.
Elon is going to be a problem for teams moving forward, and they have put everyone on notice. And this quarterback, Landen Clark, he is as advertised. And, you know, a lot of times coaches kind of embellish when they talk about their players and their ability to be special with what they do. Well, there's no embellishment going on with Landen Clark. He is as advertised, and I think he's going to be a really good player for this program moving forward.